from Stan the Wine Man TV. I am your host, Stan Rattan, and this is the Blue Collar Wine Show, where I help you spend your wine dollars wisely. And I'm here with Justin. Say your last name.
Van Wyk.
There you go. He says it way better than I do. You all know I have a terrible time with pronunciation. He is the head winemaker at Constantia Glen, just outside of Cape Town. Constantia is a wine region.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. 9
wineries in this small area. This particular winery reminds me a lot of Red Mountain, just because it's the Constantia Mountain right here, and they're right on the hills, and there's a sloping area right in front of us. It's beautiful. We were going to turn the camera around, but the light was not working for us. Justin, just tell us a little bit how you got here, what you did, just briefly.
Cool, yeah. So Constantia Glen has been around only really since the year 2000. Before the year 2000, we were pretty much a forest, and we're fairly high up on the Constantia slopes. And yeah, there was a fire in the December of '99 that destroyed all the vegetation, and that fire was the genesis for us planting vineyards. And yeah, today we've got 29 hectares under vine, and we're producing 4 Bordeaux style wines.
Awesome. You said you had some 10 years other places?
Yeah, I've been here 10 years now at Constantia Glen. I started in 2008, and yeah, it's prior to that I pretty much did 1 vintage at Waterford and Stellenbosch. I graduated from Stellenbosch University in 2007, so I'm not as old as I look, but yeah, and I've been fortunate to travel around doing some harvests overseas. So I did a vintage in Saint Emilio in 2008, and also did a vintage in Napa Valley on Hull Mountain in 2010.
Wow, cool. Yeah. All right, so you have a lot of experience.
Yeah.
10 years here, beautiful property. So we're going to taste some of the wines, just talk about them real quickly.
Cool. This is our Sauvignon Blanc. See what Stan has to say.
Sauvignon Blanc. This is the 2017, and I'm going to give them a little close-up.
2017, yeah, it was a great vintage.
You were kind of excited about 15 as well. But 17
for the reds, yeah, but 17 for the whites, phenomenal. Yeah.
All right. So we cheated a little bit. We tried a couple of these, so I was comfortable shooting this YouTube episode because Justin's a great winemaker, obviously, by the wines. And Susie's with us here on the right. She's not going to get in the camera, of course. She doesn't want to, but she really loved the Sauvignon Blanc because of the subtleness of it. Apple, a little bit of grass, but not too much. And it has a very, kind of almost a velvety nose.
Yeah, it's actually subdued slightly with the bottle being open for a few minutes. But,
yeah, it actually changed.
Yeah, and that's the amazing thing with when Sauvignon Blanc is young, it evolves, and this gives a better indication of what the wine can be. It's actually got a lot better.
Yeah, it actually, I'm getting, it could be my imagination, I'm getting a little papaya mango.
Yeah, it's becoming more tropical.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so it's got that typical sort of Constantia freshness, and but there's a nice, as you said, a nice grassiness, but also a lot of tropical flavor that comes out, and I think the wine is warmed up slightly.
So a nice little lesson for anybody drinking whites. It's okay to decant the whites, because this one's obviously changed a bunch since 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite a bit. And everything here is dry farm. They depend on the rain, which you say you get more than Cape Town.
A very high rainfall area, so we average about 1,200 millimeters of rain per year.
Okay. Yeah, and so, and they're heading towards organic and eventually biodynamic, so they're definitely into the whole natural thing. They do all their reds, indigenous yeast, so they're heading in a direction they want to go. Justin wants to go, obviously, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's just, it's what makes sense, so we try and be more biological in our viticulture every year. As an example, we don't spray any pesticides on our vineyards. We spray only fungicide because we need to control powdery and downy mildew. But all control of insects we do by natural predators for those insects. So we don't we don't spray any insecticides into.
Very nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cool.
So this is nice and dry. Still has the tropical fruit notes. And what I like about it, what I really like, is that it's had a touch of grass, but it's not heavy.
Yeah.
So it really has everything for somebody who likes Sauvignon Blanc. I think, yeah, excellent Sauvignon Blanc.
Thank you. It's really fresh and elegant,
Yeah,
and it's
and it still has that
well-rounded.
tropical fruit
Yeah.
flavors coming through.
Well-rounded and
Yeah, beautiful.
nice long finish.
All right,
Alrighty.
let's try the Semillon Sauvignon Blanc.
So this is a blend of 62% Sauvignon Blanc and 38% Semillon. And this is all fermented in 600 litre barrels, predominantly older oak with 20% new wood. Yeah.
Okay.
And a couple of interesting vessels like clay amphora and so forth.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. We were downstairs and they're messing with the whole clay and cement and all that. Yeah. So like you said, it's even getting earthier now. That mushroom is really coming through. Which mushroom is not a bad thing. It's just an essence. It's not like you're smelling sticking your face in a bunch of mushrooms.
Yeah, it's
just
just it's the mushroom in its natural environment in the forest, you know.
Yes,
That,
exactly.
earthiness
Exactly.
rather than in a packet.
And this is getting a little tropical as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, since we opened it.
Yeah, the
Pretty
one
crazy.
needs to just open up and warm up slightly. But this is, like I said, this is fermented in the barrels. It's matured in these barrels for 7 months on the lees. We don't rack it after the fermentation, so it literally ferments and we leave it there to do its thing, and then clean it up for bottling after about 7 or 8 months.
Yeah, excellent balance. You can taste a little bit of the oak, but it's very little.
Yeah.
And good acidity. I like that kind of lemon that just kind of underscores it a little bit with the mango and papaya.
There is a nice lime element.
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
That's true.
Lime. All right,
Stunning.
excellent, excellent. Now evidently they have a hard time with those whites getting them into the States. They sell out so quick, but you said production's going up, so we might be able to get our hands on some in the future. I hope I have a little in here with vineyard brands down the road.
Yeah, Vineyard Brands will sort you out.
I won't blame you.
No, blame Vineyard Brands. Okay.
So this is called
This is the Constantia Glen 3.
let me I'll give a close up of that.
Okay.
There you go. Now evidently these bottles, it's kind of like a yeah, thank you. His eyesight's better than mine. That's why I'm wearing the glasses. So they have sort of a what do we call it, a
Embossing.
embossing that all the wineries use in the Constantia Valley. So they have like a, what would they call it, a collaboration where they all kind of help pay for that.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool. So if you get a wine from Constantia, whether it's Klein or Glen or any of those areas, you're going to get that embossed bottle. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a blend of
sorry, the embossed bottle it's really an extra stamp of approval on our wine because
Okay.
we're very proud of our region. So if we produce a wine that we feel carries the essence of our region, we put it in this bottle because we are proud of
Yeah,
what we produce.
as you should be.
Yeah.
So, I was talking to Justin earlier, and he really likes Cab Franc, as I do, as you guys know. I love Cab Franc. So this is how much Cab Franc?
There's a quarter, 25% of this blend is Cabernet Franc, but the predominant variety is Merlot, 62%, and 13% Cabernet Sauvignon. So this is the three-way blend, very typical Bordeaux style blend. But the Merlot really helps this wine become very approachable in its youth. So this is a 2015 vintage, and yeah, there's a lot of opulent fruit, really soft tannin. Yeah,
Very nice. Oh yeah. Yeah, it has very typical of Cab Franc, at least in my experience, from Washington, and I felt that this is very much like Washington Cab Franc. It's the licorice that you get on the nose. Lots of licorice, currants, cherries, a little bit of tobacco, all very cool on the nose. and just like Justin indicated, very plush, but still has good acidity. I like the floral element on the palate.
Yeah.
Lots of flowers.
Yeah.
And then there's
Super
just
floral.
a hint of pepper right on the back
Oh
side.
yeah.
But that's disappeared since we first opened this a little
Yeah.
bit. Actually, I'm just getting it on the back side, and I really like the tobacco.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm a sucker for tobacco on reds. Excellent structure,
quite right.
balance. This, we were talking about the Sauvignon Blanc earlier, this Semillon Sauv Blanc would definitely age 10 years. This has the same thing. It has a good structure, balance of acidity, fruit, and tannins. Yeah,
Yeah. I
Easily.
think like I
it's
said,
actually a baby right now.
yeah, like I said, it's a fantastic vintage, and as you say, it's the I believe it's the complete package. It's
Yes.
it's opulent, it's fresh, it's elegant, it's structured, and
Good
it's
color.
a delicious wine
Yeah.
to drink. Whether you, I think this is not it's not necessarily our most structured wine, but it's a pleaser.
But-
Anyone will enjoy this with any meal.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be great with the rabbit. Actually, that rabbit meal.
You like to
We had
raise
rabbit
rabbits.
earlier. Ostrich. Be perfect. You don't like rabbit?
No, I do, but you don't get a lot of it in South Africa.
We actually had some. Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what made me think of it.
Well, then I'd like to know what
So,
you would
ostrich,
pay. I'd like to
definitely.
know what you would pay with this one.
Would I pay for it?
Know what you would pay with it.
Oh, would I pair with it? So this is obviously called Constantia Glen 5, which 5 grapes, the 5 grapes of Bordeaux, Merlot, Cab Franc, Petit Verdot, and
Malbec?
Malbec. Okay.
You got it?
Yeah, there's actually 6 Carmenere. That's in the back of my
we
mind.
don't go common here, yeah.
Yeah.
Quite true.
How much Malbec do you actually grow here?
Well, the Malbec's right in front of the winery, yeah.
Okay, that's Malbec. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So we grow 1.4 hectares. It makes up 6% of this blend. It
Okay.
varies every year. So our Constantia Glen 5, this wine you tasted, this is the 2013 vintage, but really the Constantia Glen 5 is our flagship red,
Sure.
and it's the very best red wine that we can produce from our vineyards from that particular vintage. So the Malbec varies from 6% to, in some vintages, up to 16%.
Really?
I think what really does contribute to this uniqueness of this blend is the Petit Verdot. The Petit Verdot in this is actually 16%, and most Bordeaux reds would
Right.
2%.
Yeah.
But our Petit Verdot is planted on the very best soils that we have on the planet. Really rocky soils. We get incredibly tiny berries, and a lot of black cherry flavor from our Petit Verdot, which it contributes a lot of color and flavor to our blend.
I love the way you say that. I wish I could say that. We say Petit Verdot. So one Petit Verdot. Petit Verdot. Yeah. Anyway, so 1.6 hectares, you said?
Oh, Petit
Malbec.
Malbec, yeah.
Okay, so that would be 2.5 acres for a hectare, right? So about a little over, just almost 5 acres. Is that right? No, almost 4 acres.
I'm not
3.5
doing maths.
acres.
No, I'm not taking
Yeah.
that.
A lot of licorice on this nose as well, and a little bit of herbaceousness. Or as they say in the Somme school, parazines. I don't like that.
No, that's because this wine is it's our Cabernet driven style. So
Yep.
the 3 is our Merlot driven style. This is 5 is driven by Cabernet Sauvignon and Cabernet Franc, equal parts actually of Cabernet Sauvignon and Cabernet Franc, with 20% Merlot, 16% Petit Verdot, and 6% Malbec. And yeah, the Cabernet really contributes to, as you say, the herbaceous character, but there's also this really dark sort of brooding character in the wine. There's a lot of dark fruit and black fruit flavors in it.
Crazy. Guys, if you can get your hands on Constantia Glen 5, this is meaty. I mean, I feel like I'm just eating a current marinated steak. That's what it tastes like to me. And you can tell it's young. I mean, you think the 3 can age. This one is hands down. Get a couple bottles, put it away in your cellar, and let it sit for 10 years. You're going to be rewarded big time. This is amazing wine, currants, lots of currants, tobacco, velvety but yet structured. I mean, this is a beauty. This is a beauty. Good job, Justin.
Thank you.
Thanks for taking the time. I know you're busy, but you're doing harvest right now. 6 months ahead of us in Washington, but he's a busy man. His hands are all stained. Push downs on these big bad boys in the south. I'm impressed with those big shoulders.
That's why I keep looking over his shoulders to make sure the tanks are.
I know, right? You keep watching.